Hey ladies and gents, it's Wiz coming to you with the review of the Mythic Legion's Vampire Legion Builder. And Miguel's here. Say hi in an enthusiastic manner.
Hi.
Okay.
Hello.
So, Vampire Legion Builder. The female Legion Builder, because we've already reviewed the male Legion Builder. Miguel put her in a two-handed sword holding pose just to show you what the articulation can do and how superior it is. Most action figures cannot do this pose where they have their two hands together and they're holding a weapon. So take my word for it, folks. This is one of the best designed and most highly articulated armored figures you will ever see. So let me have her let go of that sword, the long sword that she comes with. I'll show you her accessories and then I'll do a rundown of her articulation for you. Okay, this is, I think, my favorite Legion builder. I have some ideas for her because she's got this black lacquer look, this very plain black look. And my ideas involve making some Aztec Mesoamerican customs. Don't ask me how that's going to work. But I'm going to try to use that feathery plume in the back to do that, since Aztecs liked feathery headdresses. There is not much in the way of body paint. It's all just black. The pauldrons, all of the armor, just a shiny black. But, you know, it's very stylish. The plume is purple, obviously, and then you have some nice paintwork on the eyes and the face. You can... How do these folks in the factory paint those eyes, line them with that exquisite black eyeliner, shade them in with that charcoal, what do you call that makeup? Eyeshadow, and then paint those tiny, tiny little teeth. Whenever I've tried to paint any sort of action figure, it's always just come out like a huge mess. They must have excellent eyesight and very, very steady hands. But she looks great. Not as pretty as Lucretia because she's got her little fangs sticking out, but not as ugly as the male Vampire Legion builder. And when I'm talking ugly, I mean ugly in a good, monstrous way. She also comes with this spear with a black shaft. She comes with this just plain black shield. Did I say this was a shield? No, this is a spear.
It's a shield.
Okay, this is the shield.
That's a spear.
Plain black shield. So that looks very nice. She looks very nice holding that. And these two swords, which I think are really cool. What did you call these? Sickle swords?
I don't remember.
Okay. That was, I think that was Kirkine that did that. But these are like individual swords, but then you snap them together like this and voila, you have like a battle staff.
That's pointy.
Right? And you can just spin them around and you can just imagine these vampire legions mowing people down with these scythes and just removing folks from their heads and stuff. So, very cool. So you can have all kinds of different looks if you buy more Legion builders. You can have one holding two swords. You can have one holding one sword. You can have one holding a long sword. You can have another one with the shield and the spear. Alternate, and then that's going to give you different looks. And then you do get this extra head, which is a vampire head, but it could also be like a dark elf. So there's no face showing and she's more anonymous, right? That looks very cool.
That does look really cool.
Do you like that better than this look?
Yeah.
Really? Even though this is obviously the one that had more work and paintwork invested and adds more color to the figure.
I also feel like it'd stand a little bit better because there's no more plume.
I think it stands just fine, and I think it stands just fine with the plume, but yeah. I did note that the pauldrons were a little hard to get in because this plastic is super hard, which is cool because I think it's going to be well nigh indestructible, but you might need to take a hairdryer and blow on it so that the pauldron holes loosen up a little bit and you can put the pauldrons in. I didn't have to do that, but that might be something that some folks might have to do. You can obviously also pose them with one pauldron on with that for the asymmetrical look, or no pauldrons. It's kind of a ninja warrior. Of course, you can also mix and match the pieces, right? Oops, that's not gonna work. Ooh.
He's got that hourglass body.
Thigh gap going on. But, I mean, you get the idea. You can,
no hips.
You can play around with them. Whoa! But it all comes apart. I haven't done this with the figure yet. They all come apart. Look at all the pieces, right? You get that. It comes apart there. Well, you know, it comes apart here as well, and at the foot. But again, use a hairdryer and the crotch piece, tiny little crotch piece. The loincloth comes off. And it's also good because you can have some of these, as dismembered dead people. Yeah. Sometimes you only get a torso, just leave them on the battlefield with maybe a little bit of entrails coming out. Wow. This review has gone in an interesting direction.
You guys have legs standing up.
So yeah. What? Just a single leg?
Yeah.
'Tis but a flesh wound. Anyway, these all go back together, so no harm, no foul. Usually when you've done this with an action figure, you've just destroyed it, right? But if you want to have the butt in the front, you can do that. Another alternate look. The one thing that's interesting is that since these are female bucks, they don't work with the males from the original skeletons in the last Kickstarter. So they don't mix and match because the legs and the torso is different. They're different size, but they do work with their male counterparts. The one thing that that the male Legion Builder has over the female Legion Builder is I think he comes with 3 heads. I'm not sure what the price point were. No, this is the male knight. Okay, that's not a Legion Builder. This is just a male knight. This is a pure Legion Builder here because see the difference in the paint apps, and then this one comes with 3 heads to encourage you to use him to build male Legion, vampire male legions. So I really like the variety. We've got Baron Volgar, we've got Lucretia, we've got the male vampire knight, and we've got Carpathius, all part of Ilithia's brood, all part of that particular faction. So anyway, one more thing, because I've been having a lot of fun with Glyos lately. I'm gonna
Glyos.
I'm gonna. Ta-da! Dun, dun, dun. One of Matt Dowdy's creations. Have you seen this?
No.
Well, I fell in love with this guy. Look at the clear armor on him, and then he's got a clear head. He's got this really cool tampos. I was actually visited Matt Dowdy and saw one of these at his place, and I had to get it. Had to get it. I think one of my favorite Glyos designs to date. Guys, Onell Design going strong. Look at that cool tempo. Look at that. I don't know what this guy's called. They come out with new ones all the time.
That one's
But look at how intricate and ingenious that paintwork is.
genetic life form and disk operating system. That's what that is right there.
I don't know. But look at it's genius because the neck has that blue paint on it, and then the head has the clear, so it creates that depth. And then you got some really nice lines here, silver paint. So I know some purists, Mythic Legions purists, might be upset because I've got a Glyos figure in a Mythic Legions review, but you know, they're different, but they're also awesome. All right, is the Wiz signing off.